on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And he'll get forward for about a yard. A terrific interior performer, Jeffrey Simmons, on the stop. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield, down to the 40-yard line.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Titans have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Like 54!
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Dallas Turner, the rookie, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Army!
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Here we go!
They send Ridley in motion. On 2nd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
13, like 13.
They send Ridley in motion. Throwing on second down, Levis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Hey, come on, come on. Here.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to be fourth down. The Titans sending out their punter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will start on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he will go all the way. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hold on, like 90.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8.
Like 5-4.
Again, it's Pollard. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Like 54, like 54.
They go play action with Levis. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Like 13!
First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Dallas Turner, the rookie, there on the tackle.
Like 90, like 90!
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Whoa. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
Let's go now! Let's go!
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back in Music City after this. What can they do here on third down and 7?
Here we go, set!
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Checking it down, this one is caught. 14 on the pickup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go!
They'll turn and hand this one off. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Levis. His pass, caught. It's Chisholm. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
That is caught. What a throw. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa!
Like 49. Tight. Set.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
Like 49.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. this will be incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Really, to play quarterback at this level, Mike, it's not a matter of how hard can you throw or how fast can you run or the strength of your arm. It's really, can you play the game within the game? Can you manipulate the linebackers and the safeties with your eyes? Can you look off defenders to open up zones for your receivers to run through? It's all the little things, and that takes time. There's an experience factor that comes with that, and if he doesn't start getting some of that progress and development, those kind of decisions and those kind of balls, they're going to continue to get picked off.
And he'll get about 5. Levis to throw. That is caught at the 3. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Titans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. On second down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
What can they do here? This is third and forever. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 46-yard line.
Right 13, right 13.
Off the play fake, it's Levitt. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's Levis to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
Third and long.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4. Zero's down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
From the gun, it's Levis. Bad's deep, looking for Boyd. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Got a man, that's Sherfield. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Nice pickup here to the back. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing again is McCarthy. And he's into the end zone yet again. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 28, Titans 14.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
14.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
54, Mike 54.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
On the give, it's Pollard. And a short pickup there to about the 36. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They send Ridley in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mekhi Blackman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but
that one taken in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Titans 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Like 54.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. A hit, and he has lost the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, It took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
Let's go now.
It's first down, and they'll run. He is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. But
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Hey, come on. Here.
Holland trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but
in trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Odd, Mike 5-4.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 30. So we are... Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and
he's got another one. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Makes the score Vikings 56, Titans 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Like 54.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snap...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks. But then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Go! Track at 60. 70, Get up.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
60 Eagles, 19 Lions. Go!
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
On the handoff, Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Mike 49. Swing.
Throwing is Levis. To the left side in the hands of Gore. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Mike 49.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He's got it at about the 8. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
Ready up. 60 now. Check out.
To the air once more is McCarthy. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On, Mike 49.
To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Mike 13. Mike 13.
Levis to throw. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Mike 0. Mike 0.
On play action, here's Levis. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Mike 44.
They'll run here with Pollard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
On, Mike 0. Mike 0.
To throw is Levis. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return And they'll take over there.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
99 Broncos. Here we go. Sack.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. Later in the fourth quarter, taking a knee and just putting an end to it. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
On 1st down, Levis. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught once again by Hockenson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's got it at the 3.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, You see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now this is going to be now on the return. He has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here's 1st and 10.
Or 54, Mike 50.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.